Welcome to another week of From Lulie Street. We're brought to you by United Petroleum, and it's very good to have the man that is Lulie back with me today. Marcus Wagner, you missed last week, but welcome back to Lulie.
Missed last week. Word on the street that I got cut, but I'm like a New York cockroach. You can't kill me. I'm back. I may not be hosting, Gasto. You've done well to take that mantle, but I'm very happy to be back on Lulie for another year.
Well, we needed an expert, and no better person to go to than you, Wags. You've dried out from a big game at the Holden Centre on Saturday afternoon. Can you tell us a bit about it? Because it was a disappointing loss to Port Melbourne.
It was, and to be fair, the conditions played right into Port Melbourne's hand. They're a quality outfit, reigning premiers, but yeah, the conditions really didn't help our young squad, but to Port's credit, they were fantastic. Started the game really well. We're in and up to our eyeballs late in the game, but some really undisciplined acts, some 50-metre penalties that just aren't us. Really cost us late in the game.
And despite the result, there were a few encouraging performances from some AFL listed boys, and there's no better way to judge that than with the Lulie ranking points, and you're the man on top of all of this. Tell us about a few of the boys. Love
my Lulie ranking, so they're back for another year. They survived, at least, which is a positive. Chris Mayne, he's really going strongly in a role through wing and high forward. He's balancing out really good pressure, which we know he brings to the table with. He's finding a lot of the footy and using it really well. So getting 20 plus possessions a game, but high pressure points, but also hitting the scoreboard. So Maney's going really strong. Another player going really well is Rupert Wills. Had a really strong week last week against the Northern Blues inside. He's just a contested bull. The bull. Rupert Bull. Clearance and tackle machine, again went really strongly inside. And Sam McLarty, after we tried him up in the ruck while we're up on the Gold Coast, he hasn't looked back, and he's just such a strong presence in the air, and his follow-up work is fantastic, and he's got a great mentor in Brodie Grundy, who's one of the best follow-up ruckmans in the AFL. So working really closely with Brodie Grundy and Anthony Rocker, and his ruck work's developing really well, and if he keeps playing like this, he'll get his chance sooner rather than later.
Well, he is one player that we've been keeping a pretty close look at over the last couple of weeks, and Sam McLarty was good enough to join Collingwood media after the game.
I'm really enjoying the forward ruck role. It's really opened me up. I'm able to sort of jump at the footy a bit more freely, and I'm able to sort of run around the ground without any strings, I suppose. So I'm really enjoying it, but in saying that, it's a huge learning curve, and I've got a long way to go. So yeah, while I'm enjoying it, I'm looking forward to opportunities presenting in the future.
Well, he's a great young man, Sammy, and developing into a very nice player as well, Wags. But was he the one that stood out to you more than everyone else on the weekend?
For the United Petroleum Player of the Week.
Are we doing that again?
Well, I missed the production meeting last week, so it got cut out. So you've got to keep me involved, Gas.
All right, let's do it.
It is back, the United Petroleum Player of the Week.
And who are we giving it to?
We're going to give it to Flynn Appleby this week. He's going really well across half-back, Flynn. He's coming along really nicely. He just wants to learn and improve, and his diligence to the task is fantastic. He's balancing defensive lockdown jobs with winning a lot of the footy, working really closely with Matty Boyd, who's doing a fantastic job with him. So he's a bit of the ilk of Nick Smith up in Sydney. So if he can be somewhat like Nick as a premiership swan off the rookie list, it'll be fantastic. But no, Player of the Week, Flynn Appleby.
Well, on to the next one now, and we're back at Victoria Park this week for a huge game against the Bombers. It's a 2:10 start, it's a TV game, and as easy it will be to watch on the telly, it'll be much better if you make your way down to Victoria Park, where we just love playing footy work.
Get along Pies fans. Vic Park, we love it there.
Doesn't get better.
We usually play pretty good footy down there, and we don't get to play there very often, Gasto, which is a bit annoying, but that's all right.
Love to be there more.
That's absolutely, but hey, the Dons touched us up a bit on Anzac Day, or not Anzac Day, but in the Anzac round last year. Expecting a really big bounce back from the players this week. Really disappointing in our loss to Port. So get along, Pies fans. Vic Park, set the tone for a demolition of Essendon over 2 days would be fantastic.
Well, let's do it. 2:10 on Saturday afternoon. We'd love to see you all there. But until then, Wags.
Yo, VFL Pies.